That way you can see what the chat's saying.
Yeah, I got my other phone here to see too. I see you got 1,000 subscribers today, huh?
Yeah, it just did it. Hell, I didn't even know it until I see it right now.
I just my other profile added you on there too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. There's our chat. Yep, we're live.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
Just give them a little while. They'll start popping in here in a minute.
All right.
But yeah, I was like, last night, I figured I was going to get it last night. It'd go to 1,000, and I got to 998, and I'm like, man, the hell with it. I didn't even look again after that. And then I literally just seen it now.
You start getting monetized at 1,000.
Yeah, that's when you're able to do it. I probably will set it up. I mean, hell, there's no reason. If YouTube's going to now put ads on my content regardless, so
Right.
I might as well make them pay me a few cents on it.
That's true.
Like why let them, get all of it? I might as well get a little bit of it.
Yeah.
What's up?
I, what's up?
What's up, Michael? But yeah, and I'll set up for super chats and super thanks and all that. I could have did that
Oh,
at
that's cool.
500, but I didn't.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I thought you had to wait till 1,000 for some
no,
reason.
no, you can do super chats and super thanks and channel memberships and all that. You can set up at 500, but I'm like, man, I'm not
Are you
really
gonna
here
you
to.
gonna do memberships or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll offer it. I mean, once I go through the process of setting everything up, I'm going to go ahead and do it all.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, might as well. I
Yeah,
don't
I
even
got
know when
back. Took my son to the Monster Jam today.
something I ain't did in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't been since I was a kid myself.
It's probably 30 years, probably. Is it true that they don't have Bigfoot anymore?
I didn't see. I don't think a Bigfoot was there.
Yep, then that must
There's
be
a,
true then.
there was a
They,
bunch of
they,
other ones I never seen before.
that's crazy, man. Because I heard Bigfoot had like a fallout, and they won't allow them to use their intellectual property anymore, and so
Hmm.
Bigfoot has nothing to do with Monster Jam anymore. I didn't actually. I figured it was not true because it was just a little write up I seen online. But if Bigfoot wasn't there, evidently that's true. That's crazy.
Yeah, I seen like the usual like Gravedigger and
Yeah, yeah.
stuff like that, but I didn't. He wasn't. No, I didn't see him. How you think about it?
Daggum. Who would ever think like when you think of Monster Jam, you think of Bigfoot, Bigfoot,
Yeah.
Gravedigger, Ultimate
Hmm.
Warrior. Like
Yeah, it was all. It's all different now. It's all different people.
that's wild. Yes, no Bigfoot. That's pretty crazy.
My son liked it a lot though, so that
It's
was
awesome, dude. It
yeah.
always was.
It's great for kids. Just these new stones out today.
Like it was awesome when I was a kid. But it was kind of funny. My favorite part of it wasn't the monster trucks. My favorite part were the sand rails. Like the sand dragsters.
Oh yeah, yep.
Did they have them there?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, those are sick,
Those
dude.
are cool.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a ride.
I thought he was gonna hate it because it was so loud, but he didn't even want to wear the earmuffs in there.
Hey, dude, that's part of the fun, man. When you're a kid.
He did not even care.
Yeah, I was when I was big into air shows. Like, still, I mean, I still am. I'm like really big into aviation.
Hmm.
And when I was 7, 8 years old, and anytime there was an air show, I was, anywhere close by, I was begging my parents to take me, and I did not want earplugs. I wanted to hear it, feel it, and of course, my parents would make me. It's freaking fighter jets. They're gonna make
Yeah.
me wear earplugs. I'd sneak off, and out they come, and then I'd magically lose them. I wanted to hear them.
I don't think I've ever been to an air show.
What,
No, I don't know.
dude?
I don't think I have.
Dude,
It sounds
that
fun.
that's one of the. You've never seen like the Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds,
No, never. No.
dude. You the next one that even if it's like a couple hour drive to get to it, it's worth it. It's truly something that you should experience.
Yeah, they have them around here all the time because they have a little airport by us.
I mean, you'll have like I'm where I'm at. I'm lucky considering I have a major military base here,
Yeah.
and they host the Sea and Sun Spectacular every year. So we have a huge air show here, and but yeah, I mean, if you're, I'd say you'll if you look at their schedule, like go look at the Blue Angel schedule or the Thunderbird schedule, you'll be able to find a major air show. It might be within an hour drive of you, to at a military base, or it could be out. How close are you to the ocean?
The ocean? I'm in Michigan, so
Hmm.
pretty long
Man, I,
ways.
I thought you was in the Carolinas. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Michigan, so I'm a ways away. At least a
Yeah,
day
for,
away.
for some reason I was thinking Carolinas because like out in the Carolinas, they're like here. They'll have them out at they'll do the air show out at the beach, and
Oh, okay.
that's the best. Is when they do them out over the ocean. That's the best because that's especially when like the Blue Angels and stuff when they're trying to get back into position. They'll be
Yeah.
low, breaking the sound barrier, and it's cool as hell because they won't do it over land.
I never use this Axie Cube and all it's dead.
That's funny.
I have not used it in so long. And it's just yeah, it's completely dead on me. Of
What's
course.
up? What's up, Aiden, brother? How you doing, my friend? My sodbuster fixed blade is done. Dude, I need to make me a sodbuster fixed blade. I love the sodbuster profile so much.
Starting in
London,
21.
London Culture War. What's up, brother? How are you? And I'm sorry, guys. We were running a little late, so I kind of haven't got set up yet, but I'll get started here in a second. Oh, no problem, Aiden.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll use some that Lacey's fluid, lapping fluid on them. Have fun with that.
I just ordered me a bottle of it.
Stuff's dude. I'm telling you, with resin stones, it's incredible.
That
Like,
live you did with Ray, I bought it right after it.
okay, it it works. I've tried it so far on super vitrified stones, which it's really good on.
Hmm.
Um, Resin stones, metallic bonded stones, everything that I have that's non-absorbent, and it's great. But where it really like stands out is on resin stones. And she said she specifically made it for resin stones,
I
so it makes sense.
messaged her after I bought it and told her that I saw your video to buy it, so give you a little credit points there.
Oh yeah, maybe she was. I'm
Maybe
sure
she'll
I
send
know
you that 2 liter that you want.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I know quite a few of y'all bought. Hell, maybe she'll send me a couple bottles for free.
Yeah, so that's why I messaged her and let her know.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't even get this Axie Cube to turn on, even when it's plugged in.
Hell, dude, you know how many of them little like micro angle finders? I have like 10 of them.
Yeah, I think I have a little cheaper cut one next to me.
That's what I'm talking about. So and it's kind of funny. The That Axie Cube is like what, 120 bucks?
Yeah, when you could buy one for what, 20?
Yeah, they like hell. Them little ones are like $15.
And
That's
that's all this
crazy.
is a small little,
That's all it
yeah, it's
is.
not even turning on.
It's all it is a little, just a little gyro. It's just no different than like a little flight controller on a your little micro drones. It's just a called an NPU and
Mm-hmm.
most motion processing unit. Dude, that thing cost him like $1 to make. I'm
That's
being
crazy.
serious.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's like it's so they're selling them things for over $100, and it literally probably they probably have like a total of like maybe $3 invested in that thing.
I wonder if I got another cord or something. If it's the, I know it's not the cord though. For a fact, it's not.
I'd be pissed if a $120
Yeah,
cube wasn't working.
I barely use. I've used this system a couple times. Let me go. Let me get a different cube or charger for it.
Yeah, that lapping fluid, but on the crystalline, it might be too absorbent. If it don't as hell, I can't remember. I haven't. It's been many years since I've used any Norton crystallines.
Let's
But if I
see.
remember right, they're an absorbent stone. If it is, it's just going to suck it up, and you'd be going through a bunch of it.
Yeah, it made sense when you told me not to use an absorbent stone. 'Cause then you're just going to be
Yeah, it's
going
just gonna.
through it.
Yeah, you're just gonna waste it, and like now, in the case of if you had enough of it to where you could submerge the stone, that would work. But still, whatever it sucked up each time, you're gonna lose that every time you use it. It's as it evaporates. It evaporates really slowly, but it still evaporates. Now, yeah, if you perma soaked it, that would work. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would
Oh,
work.
I forgot. I got a special charge. This comes with a special. Maybe you got to use their own charger with it.
Is it like a USB C charger or something?
Yeah, it's a USB C, but I just tested two of them in there. Oh, this is why. Hang on.
Some I have some things that yeah they come with USB C, but they're different. The plug will be a little bit longer, and a standard USB C won't work for them. I have quite a few
Okay.
items that are like that. That could
All
very
right.
well
Well,
be
I
one of them.
found the official one now. But now the problem is I need a USB outlet. It's always something. Okay.
Call of Duty, man. I know they when they're brand new, it's hard to use them because they do look so pretty before you use them. But use it, you'll be happy. London. This is just one of them little. It's a 400 grit. Um, have you ever been on like AliExpress and seen them like $10 glass bottom stones? It's just basically it's like a Shapton glass knockoff, kinda. You can get them for like $7 to $10, and surprisingly, they're not bad stones. They're really not.
I have to
The
move this
only
table
thing is
down here.
they they're thirsty. They absorb water like crazy. But other than that, they're good abrasive.
I
Like I
swear, when you need
use,
something, you can't find it anywhere.
yeah, tell me about it, bro.
It's like I keep 100 chargers around. I can't find not one of them.
Yeah, that's usually how it is, man. When you ain't looking for it, they're everywhere.
I'm literally moving a little table we have that has outlets on it. Okay.
When I did that new camera angle and made that video and asked, how do y'all like it better, the side angle or the vertical angle? And I was
Hmm.
like, I figured because I didn't like the vertical angle at all. It's hard to set up. I can't look over and see the
It
camera.
seemed like you were like having a hard time like showing like where you're like trying to look into it too.
Yeah, I can't exactly. I can't just look over and make sure I'm in frame. And I'm like, I know what everybody's gonna say. Keep the top down angle. I hate it, but everybody's gonna say keep it.
Right.
And I was wrong. I was wrong. Everybody said side angle. I'm like, oh, thank God. Not one person said vertical, the over angle.
See, I thought you were gonna go with the opposite and want that angle. I'm like, ah,
Nah, that vertical angle is annoying to set up, man. It really is.
well, it was the cord is the reason. You have to use their cord with it. Oh,
So it is
whoops.
working now. That's
Yep.
good.
You have to use their cord unless it will not charge. Okay, good. I was about to be pissed.
Yeah, I've been pretty hot about that.
I've literally used this KO3 probably 3 times.
No kidding.
Yeah, I usually just use that
So
XLR or
you
whatever, Zarlike, whatever you want to call it.
you've you've only used that system a couple times, and it has that much play in it.
Yeah, it has that much wiggle in it. Yep.
What?
Unless I tighten the shit out of it. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yep. It came to me like this pretty much. It has that little wiggle in it.
Mine has a little bit, but it sharpened a lot of knives. That's
Yeah, mine
crazy.
came from the factory just like that. That's I've had it like I've had some issues with it
And,
with TS Prof.
and you paid full price
Full
for that,
price,
correct?
yeah, I bought and I when I got it, I got my bonus from work at the time.
Hmm.
So we got a couple grand and I took that whole bonus and bought this system. I bought stones from Hapstone and I went all out with it. I bought the clamps, the special ball in the end, the special pivots and everything else for it.
Yeah, so you super decked it out.
Yep.
Oh, I'd have been a mad ass.
Yeah. So now I got to like literally tighten this thing all the way down to make it not move. And I
Like that's
messaged them
that's
and I
way
have
too
not
much
heard
play.
nothing.
No, that
Yeah.
that's one thing, dude. Their customer service is not very good.
Yeah. What I told you about is when I messaged them.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
however long ago that was.
yeah. Like you're not the only person that. Now, I've never had no direct, problematic issues with them, but y- I've heard you and probably six or seven other people that have had like quite poor customer service experience.
Yeah. They don't answer.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then when they
That
do answer,
they're assholes.
it's somebody in Russia talking to you.
Yeah.
It's like, what good is that going to do me when you guys don't even they like don't even contact the US market about it.
Correct. And then when you do get a reply, they're assholes.
Yeah. Like in
Like,
my case, I got three separate units shipped to me that were all broken before
yeah,
the fourth and the fourth
that's
one was the wrong
unacceptable.
color.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah, the fourth one was the wrong color.
Like on that premium of a premium priced of a product like that. No,
Yeah, it's
I said it
crazy.
before. Customer service, your warranty, your customer service. That's part of what you're buying. When you buy a premium product, you are not only buying that product, You are buying the whole experience. And if I'm buying a premium product, I expect premium service to go along with that premium product.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
then they
it's
got
like,
an attitude with me about it too.
yeah, exactly. No, that's unacceptable. It's like if you go buy a Honda, you go buy a Honda, you go to your normal Honda dealership, you buy a Honda, and you get this level of service, and it's great. But if you go buy an Acura, your whole buying experience is different. You're buying a premium product and you get premium treatment, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
No, we're talking about the 270. We're talking about well, Aiden said 2 months left DCS, talking to me, and what he meant by that. And my reply was about FSK
Oh, the FSK
put
270.
putting out a 270. Yeah, and so no, I'm not talking about the Kentiff. I'm talking about FSK 270, and they'll be shipping out to customers in about 2 months.
Did you get to get on a list for those?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, I
and like
figured
I
that.
kind of got dicked over. I mean, at least not dicked over is not the right word, but I I didn't hear about the stone drop. Um, Aiden shot me a text. He got on the list, and then I immediately started emailing like, you know, put me on the list, guys. Put me on the list, guys. And I guess it took them like 3 or 4 days to get back to me, and I got moved. So I believe Aiden will get his like a month and a half, 2 months before I get mine. I got
Yeah,
put
this
on
is
the May. I got put on the May shipment.
so it takes them a few months in between.
Yeah, well, man, the thing is, they produce those stones in such small volume that, and they're so hugely wanted, like
Right.
that they just, yeah, buying it is, it's always a, it's always a race to try to get oh, we're getting three of these stones, and you have 200 people fighting for those three stones. That's just kind of that's how the buying process goes.
I wonder if they could like up their production of it, or they just choose to
Probably,
keep it
but
in small batches.
what? Okay, I'll kind of. I've been looking into. I've been looking into having some stones produced um, myself
Okay.
that I'm gonna sell. I'll leave it at that. Super vitrified stones. Um, that would be direct, directly targeted at FSK
Hmm.
performance. Now, I'll tell you what the issue is. Basically, to FSK, their stones are absolute world class quality. Their fit and finish is top notch. They're so they keep small production to keep that extremely high level of quality. Now, see, here's where it restricts them greatly on numbers production. The process to create these stones. Now,
Hmm.
I don't know FSK's process. I know the process that we've discussed about the stones that I'm considering working with. Um, there's a couple problems with them. One is the ceramic matrix itself. And let's say you have a 1,000 grit stone. So you got diamond that would be 1,000 grit diamond in that stone, right?
Hmm.
As you're basically run, centering that ceramic, the grain of the ceramic, which the ceramic is an abrasive by nature, will grow. And that FSK has it very down pat to be able to create diamond and the ceramic itself to both cut like 1,000 grit.
Oh wow.
And the really hard part for the people that I'm talking to make stones for me, that's one of the big problems is having the actual grain of the ceramic grow during the baking process, basically. And you end up with, say it's 1,000 grit stone, so the diamond is all about like 1,000 grit, but now the ceramic molecules themselves become larger. So you have the ceramic cutting like say a 15 or like a 600 grit stone, and that's one of the big problems. And another problem, say you create this blank for a 3x8 stone, so it's gonna, you create your abrasive layer in a 3x8 inch piece to go on a 3x8 inch base.
Mm-hmm.
During the process, it's so like it's basically you have shrinkage,
Yeah.
and some pieces shrink a little more than others, and basically those become waste. So they might create, say three toppers, three or four abrasive toppers, and only be able to use one or two of those to sell. So
Oh
there's
wow.
basically there's a lot of waste involved in it, and that's why FSK doesn't produce a lot of stones.
Oh, okay.
I know that was a long explanation, but
Right, but
that's
that's
that's how it works.
so they couldn't put it out if they wanted to. Well, they
Not
could,
without
but
spending a lot of
not
money.
spending a lot of money. Right.
Yes, it's exactly, Aiden. It's a molecular vacuum. Basically, they're almost pulling all the the air molecules out of. It's almost a complete vacuum. Almost no air molecules. It's a molecular vacuum type system and centering process, and that's how they create basically zero pores within the matrix. It's impressive stuff. It really is, and you know, China. You've got multiple China companies right now that are working on it. That are working on basically molecular vacuum centering processes. Um, so it's just a matter of time. FSK's number, their days of being kind of the king of all stones performance wise, they're
Yeah.
numbered. China will catch them. It just might take a couple years.
And China's been on everyone's ass.
Yeah. What it is China's not scared to try,
Mm-hmm.
figure it out, and then once they figure it out, they're not scared to invest the money to create what they need to create. And so yes, you give it 2 years and you'll be able to go on eBay. I mean on Amazon, and for $200 buy a stone that will directly compete with FSK in performance and have it shipped to you overnight.
I mean, can FSK get any better as than it already is?
I doubt that. I don't know, man.
Right.
It's hard to say because
I've
as
never personally
is,
tried one, but
see, yeah, and that's exactly where I'm going to go with this. Like as is, FSK is one of the finest sharpening experience you'll ever experience. So And if say you had never sharpened on FSK and like you hop on like them Ken Tiff diamond stones, you could say, hey, that's up there with the best sharpening stone I've ever touched. And it is. But then you go to FSK and it's like, wow, so they can be this good.
Hmm.
So how much at current FSK is the best, but how much better possible can they get? I don't know.
Yeah. So
I
is
don't
the
think they can
270
get
is going to
much
be the
better.
lowest grit they came out with?
That thing's going to be a monster.
What was the lowest before that? 400?
400, yeah, and that 400
400.
is
Okay.
a beast. So, yeah, that 270 is going to be gnarly. That thing is going to be
Wow.
a steel eating machine. Like, I'll tell you this, with how fast the four FSK 400 cuts, the thought of a 270, it's almost like comical how crazy fast that thing's going to cut.
That's crazy.
Like I have no doubt that it would be it it would be like you hopping on a fresh Atoma 140 and using a bunch of pressure.
Oh, wow.
It would
Yeah.
probably be
Okay.
equivalent to that as steel removal.
They just raised their prices too, didn't they? Atoma?
Yeah, yeah. And Atoma, yeah. Well, I'll tell y'all a secret. Maybe I shouldn't say. There's only 11 people in here. Okay. Um, if if you have a business, if you have a business license, I'm speaking to anybody in the chat, and you have Amazon Prime, you can create a business Prime account off of your personal Prime account for free. You
Hmm.
just have to send them, showing them you have a business, LLC or a sole proprietorship, whatever. You send them your business license, and now they'll give you a Amazon business account. On the business account, most of your sellers sell stuff at basically business rates. Like
Oh, okay.
if you go on Amazon right now and you try to buy an Atoma 140, they're about $90. On Business Prime, I just bought two of them for $52 a piece.
Oh, wow.
Some things are substantially cheaper on Business Prime. So
I guess
if
that's
you
the
have
perks of having a business.
it, it is one of the perks. And if you send in, you can uh, not have to pay tax. Like it's. I'll tell you this: if I could, now that I've had it, if I say, I close business tomorrow, um, I would go get me a business license
Hmm.
specifically just to have that Amazon business account.
Oh, wow.
Even if I wasn't even gonna run the business, I would just
Hmm.
go, you know, ABCD Groundworks. Just go open up, and send that over to Amazon so I have my business. I don't buy anything through my personal Prime account.
That's a good idea. That's good, man.
And you save, I'd say on 90% of products, you're saving money. And I would say on average, it's between 10 and 30% is what you're saving per product.
So you're getting wholesale on it,
Yeah, but
wholesale prices.
for buying one piece. See
One
here, look.
piece. Yeah.
Let's see. I'll show you real quick.
That's that's interesting.
Yeah, like it's great, man. Yeah, see, like right here. This is if you go on. This is on Business Prime. Making sure I don't show no private information on here. Yeah, just checking. Um, but $52.
Oh wow.
Now let's see how much. Let's see how much for 52.80. That's through the 600. Now let me go to find the 140 right here. Okay, the 140. Um, and this ain't the blade. This is the full stone. But 53.76 on Business Prime for if you just buy one piece.
Hmm.
Now, if I go on regular Amazon, 140 Atoma. Uh, that same exact 140 plate is 84.99.
Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't
So
have a
I mean,
business, but
84.99. And well, I mean, hell, you might can do it even without a business license.
right.
Just tell them, go apply for it. It's a sole proprietorship,
I have a
and
lawn raking company.
exactly, they'll probably open it for you,
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that.
and you will save significant money if you shop on Amazon a lot. Check
Oh,
out
that's
YouTube,
you
Super
got stuff coming every
Vitrified.
day.
Yeah, same here. Check out on YouTube, Super Vitrified. Are they proven on YouTube? Uh oh yeah, dude. The Gen D selling those 1x6 Atomas at literally they're $70 a piece, $69 they charge for them, I believe, or $65. That's literally if you go look up the plate, the topper, that's more than they charge for a 3x8 topper. So basically, they're getting them and they're cutting them all. It's not that hard to cut that plate down to 1x6,
Yeah,
and they're making three of those out of one, 3x8, and charging you more than what one topper called. Like that's the biggest ripoff there is.
I bought a set of those. It was a while ago from them. That was before the price was increased.
Uh,
I think I got them off Amazon.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Like, and see, I like Gen D. Now, I like. Well, let me rephrase that. I like Gen D's resin stones. I their their emulsions is good as well, but they're way too expensive. And I don't like their business model. They take advantage of people price wise. And I don't really like that. But with their resin stones, they're priced decently and they're some of the best resin stones on the market in my opinion. But past that, you will never past the resin stones, you would never hear me recommend Jindy.
Yeah, when you told me about the resin stones, I started looking into them.
They're good, man. Them resin stones are fantastic.
I like these stone. I like these Expert Pro diamonds so far.
Like, and you know what else? They're diamond plates. Now, not the Atomas, but just the Jindy branded diamond plates. These are very good diamond plates. They're
Oh,
50
that
bucks a
one's
pop.
super aggressive. They got
Yes,
that what 80 grit.
yeah, the 80, and it is
Yeah,
gnarly.
that one's super
But
aggressive.
what I like about Jindy stones, they don't use an aluminum backing plate. They use steel,
Hmm.
and then they use a hard, like phenolic. or resin uh, piece that they mount the actual stone to, or the abrasive layer to. But these are, you ain't bending these fuckers. Like, they're stiff. Um, and I prefer, when you're using a system, I prefer this increased weight
Yeah.
and just letting the weight of the stone do because they're pretty heavy. And I just prefer that to like your normal thinner aluminum backed stones. Um, and
Yeah,
they're
that's
Go
why I
ahead. I'm
prefer
sorry.
the KO3. The KO3 because the weight. I like the
Yeah,
weight on
for
it,
sure, for sure.
and I get what you're saying about the heavy stones
Mhm.
because you don't
I'll
got to
tell you
put much pressure on.
exactly. You just kind of let the stones do the work, and you're good to go.
Hmm.
But I mean, I like the resin stones enough that I just bought a full new set just to have backups
Yeah, I'm
because
gonna get me
my
some.
original set I've worn down pretty. You know, they're probably a millimeter thick now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they've sharpened a lot of knives.
I'm wondering, do knife companies get tips right anymore, or are they always off?
Get what tip?
Yeah, the tips are always off from the factory.
Yeah, almost always. Yeah, for sure.
It's like this one's not bad, but I can definitely spot some missing on the tip.
Uh, Let me
I'm gonna
check
take
in the
this one.
chat.
I think I'm gonna take this one all the way to 3 just to test these stones out. Change it later. If you guys want to order PDT stones or KDTU, you should order them from UKSG. It's a Ukrainian company, but I can't believe how fast the shipping is on it. It's almost like crazy how fast I got it within a week.
Yeah, when I ordered from like Capstone, I'd say
Capstone's great.
7 8 days, about
Yeah,
normal.
it's not bad. You would think it'd be a lot longer.
Yeah, you would, but no, they move pretty quick.
Like USA
Um,
Market, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of USA Market.
I won't. I'm not going to get into it, but I won't. I would never buy from USA Market
Amen.
because of what they did to somebody who I consider a friend.
Alex?
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Alex is
So
a
every
really genuinely good person,
yes, he is.
and yeah, I wouldn't support a company that does business like that.
So
But
everyone go to UKSG Tools.
yeah, exactly. Like
UKSG Tools.
there's shady shit in business all over, and I mean, I know as well as anybody that
Well, I had
business
the
isn't
issue
all.
I had with them at first was so I ordered a stone from them. It was a KDTU, I think 5,000 grit stone hybrid.
Hmm.
Ordered the stone from them. I got it, and there was something wrong with the stone. It had so much grit contamination in it. It looked like a 600 grit
Hmm.
finish. So I messaged them. He told me to send it back to him. That's the last I ever seen of it.
Didn't refund you or nothing.
Never didn't refund me, didn't send me a replacement, never heard anything.
Yeah, it won't answer you.
Called him, won't answer, emailed, won't answer.
And shady business, man.
Yep. So that's why I don't mess with him. And then I heard the other stuff after that, which definitely I'm not messing with them now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad, Aiden. I'm glad you said something about that HK to Todd because I'm like, why am I sitting here working on this that damn stone when I can just use this HK 400 real quick and be done in literally 10 passes. But yeah, it's the the shady business stuff. Like it's and the sad part is you still have. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm not gonna go in detail, but I know personally of multiple people who are in your situation where like you sent something back and never heard nothing back, or even in some cases made an order and you're never. That's it. You give them your money and that's it. You didn't receive nothing.
Oh
You don't get
wow.
no communication. And this isn't just one, you know, one or two people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they're definitely a company that you want to stay away from. But the sad part is we still have what I'm getting at is this is well known that this isn't nothing that's been kept quiet. It's well known. Yet there's still multiple YouTubers out there speaking highly of that company, telling you, showing you to go buy, putting their links,
Yeah.
and like, come on, man, like, come on, man, no, that's unacceptable.
I'm
If
surprised they
you're,
even get stuff from them.
well, yeah, I
It's
mean, the
crazy.
thing is,
When
they're not,
they can't even get nothing to anybody else.
they're not going to hurt, they're not going to hurt their influence, like their influencers. They're going to
Yeah.
send their stuff to their influencers, 100%. You're making the money, but now, when your viewer who watches and trusts what you say goes there, you don't know what kind of service that person's fixing to get.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't work that way.
You know how they have like the stones and they'll have the uh 10 in stock uh back and then back order.
Hmm.
They'll tell you that. So I ordered a 10,000 grit and that thing took over 6 months to get to my
Yeah.
house, even though it said there was like 8 in stock.
Let me ask you this, because I've never ordered directly from them. Um, in that case, if you ordered something that said back ordered, did it charge you immediately or no?
Immediately.
Yeah, that's not never a good sign.
And they don't give you a time frame.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
just, it could be whenever.
Yeah,
So I
nah,
wasn't gonna order anything on back order. I was only gonna order it
in stock.
if
Yeah.
in stock. And then it turns out, oh, we don't have it in stock.
Did they give you your money back?
No, like I said, it took months to get it, and I just forgot about it, and then it just
And
shows
then
up
it
on my
showed up.
doorstep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
When Alex took care of me and got me one.
that's when Alex was there. Okay. Yeah. If
Yep.
Alex
Hmm.
was there, the company was running right.
Smoothly. Yeah.
But
I talked
post
to
Alex,
this is like
eh,
right when their falling out was.
mm,
He was like, I can get you one before I go, kind of thing.
gotcha.
He was letting me know. He's like, I'm starting my own thing soon, and
Alex is a good dude.
oh yeah.
He's genuinely a good person. And that's what I want to support. Shady ass companies that take advantage of people. I don't, it doesn't take very much for a company to make me say, prime example, that CBN electroplating company.
I was just gonna bring that up.
You know, all it took was for them to just not just kind of and when I think back about it, maybe I maybe I was a little harsh on that. considering it's through Amazon. You
Eh, do
you
a
click
return through
return,
Amazon. Yeah.
and I guess the person was expecting them to just send them a new stone. I don't. Maybe I was a little harsh on it, but the point is, I didn't like the way that they worded it because I was sent the communication.
Yeah, if you've
You know,
seen it personally and you see
and
how it
it seemed a
sounded.
little, yeah, it seemed a little pricky, basically.
Right.
And I
Oh, I got a
I don't
pricky message today from somebody. Uh
like what, like a customer service thing.
yeah, it was like remember how we were talking about we're doing reviews, right, for companies?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It messages no name company on Amazon just to see like, and their response was, "No, we're all right." I just thought it was hilarious. Like, oh, okay, no,
Yeah, I
we're all
mean,
right.
what kind of product was it, if you
And
don't mind?
it was like a cheap knife, like a $17 knife that no one's ever heard of.
Did it have any reviews on it?
No, I had like nothing on it.
But there's some dumb motherfuckers because to give somebody a $17 product just to get some to get to get a write up done on it is more than worth the $6 that it costs them to send you that knife.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many companies there are on Amazon right now that will literally pay you to write a review on their product? Not
Hmm.
just give you the product, but pay you as well.
It's
That's
like
how
you have
important those
better
reviews
luck
are.
with these bigger companies than you do these smaller ones lately.
Well, the thing is, the smaller ones, they might be new to it and not
Hmm.
realize how much like a video review or even reviews on their site, where basically you buy the item, so you got a verified review, and then they'll PayPal you the money back.
Oh, okay.
Like these companies, especially on products that don't have any reviews on them, those reviews are important. People seriously buy. There's a many of people that buy based off of reviews.
Yeah.
A company don't, a lot of companies have no problem saying, here, I'll happily give you this $40 product and $20 to do a 100 word, a 75 to 100 word review. There's people that make livings doing that.
Hmm.
Those reviews are important.
Yeah, I gotta do a couple this weekend. I'm behind on a few. I've been testing that fixed angle or freehand, or what do you call it, the cheaper cut system. I've been testing that out for like 2 months now, and that thing is, I really like it.
I mean, that is a very, very good system. If if a person if a person wants to use bench stones, but they don't have the skills to freehand at a high level,
Hmm.
that system really is badass. I mean, it's to me, it's I just don't like using it because it's big and clunky, and I can do the same thing with my hand. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
yeah, you can do it better
that
without it.
exactly, and for me, the system fights me,
Yeah.
and that's kind of annoying. Now I get it. The system wasn't made for people like me. The system's not made for people that's been sharpening, most of their life.
Hmm.
But I want to make videos on it for them, because it's a great system and it needs to be seen.
Yeah.
And there's not that much content on it.
Yeah, they just messaged me recently telling me to use their Amazon link when I post it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I know I haven't done it in a while. I've had it for a while, but I wanted to really test the thing out. with like kitchen knives and pocket
Sure.
knives, and it's like it truly helps you get the movement down though.
Oh, 100%.
Like
It.
it really does.
I'll say this: that system. If I was new into sharpening right now, say like I'm just getting into it, that system would shorten your learning curve by half easily. And
Yeah.
when I say learning curve, I'm talking about to be able to get a nice, consistently done bevel and a shaving sharp edge off the stone. I would say your average person, their time invested to be able to get, if they were doing it freehand or with that system, or not. Yeah, I got clusterfucked just then. I'm sorry. If For them to be able to get a nice, consistent bevel and shaving results freehand, not with the system, if they use the system to start to get a feel for it and learn, I would say it would cut their time in half before they were
Yeah.
able to just pick a knife up and go at it themselves.
And like you
It-
said, it gets you to use bench stones that you wouldn't be able to get to try.
yes.
And there's so many bench stones out there.
Hmm.
Like that's how I use them. I'm terrible at freehand. I'm still
And
not good, but
another thing, you you have access now to stones you would never otherwise be able to use on a fixed angle, but you now have 3x8 size stones that absolutely cut faster and just do a better job than 1x6s.
yeah. Yeah, you definitely got more bench stone options than you do.
Oh, 100%.
So it's like, and I would always see like reviews of these stones, and I'm like, I wish I could try it.
Yeah, but you're
Now
not a
it's like,
freehander, so you can't.
yeah,
Yeah.
now it gives me the opportunity to try the Thalite stones and
Hmm.
in the cheaper cut, and that's how I've been using them, and it's been working well.
Sure. It
So I'm
really
gonna
is
have to.
a good system.
It's the best I've seen. I've seen other like it,
100%.
but nothing quite like it.
Yeah, I mean, there was, if you go look, there was some China systems made in China, like actually before the Sheeper cut come out, that are very similar to what
Hmm.
they come up with. But just by looking at those systems, those are cheaply made, low quality products versus the Sheeper cut. That is a very, very well built, well engineered product. Cat, you're driving me crazy. You got to
That's
stop
a
meowing.
that's a cat. I thought it was a bird.
No, that she's it's one of the damn pregnant, like yard cats,
Oh,
and
okay.
she she's about to be having them babies, and she's literally driving me crazy, dude.
I thought it was like a parrot in the background doing noises.
I'll tell you what, if that was a parrot making all that damn noise, his head would be off. Like, she's literally driving me crazy right now. She just sits next to me and looks at me like, help me, help me, help me, help me. Like, what, what the fuck can I do? Here she
The
comes back.
only cat, the only cat I ever had did that constantly. Even not even pregnant, just it grew up. We grew up with this cat, and all it did was meow.
Well, I mean, I've had cats that become very, very attached, and they're really needy,
Hmm.
and it's annoying. It's annoying when all they want to do is be on you at all times. And all right, Aiden, I'll check. Um, they just want to be on you at all times, and they meow constantly, and it's like, oh fuck, like give me a break.
Now I got two dogs that do nothing but bark at sounds they hear.
I've been there too, and that's something that's why that reason is exactly why I will never have dogs again. As I got
Okay.
older, I can't. Like my last dog, he's passed away now, and after that, I don't want no more dogs. And it's just because that it's the nonstop barking. A bird flies by, bark. Wind blows, bark. A light cuts on, bark. And it's like it used to not bother me, but it very
Like
much bothers me now.
I work after, I work nights, so I
Hmm.
get home at like 3 a.m. and you can hear him up in the bedroom with my wife just barking.
Sure.
Like, oh my gosh,
And see,
waking
some
my
people,
son up and
exactly. But some people, they get used to that shit and it doesn't bother them. And the dog can just bark, 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 bark. And they don't even acknowledge it. But everybody
yeah,
else is driving them slap fucking loony.
yeah, like the people that keep the dogs in the backyard that constantly bark.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh gosh,
It doesn't bother them. They've gotten used to it. They probably had dogs for 20 years that did that. So it doesn't bother them, but all the other poor fuckers that live around them, it very much bothers. Trust me, I have that right now. Like there's two dogs across the street that are out, they're outside dogs, and it, during the day you don't hear them. At night, that's all you fucking hear is bark, 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 and it's ridiculous.
yeah, that's and the people that leave. They the type of people that leave them out all day long too.
Well, they're in the house with them during the day. That's why you don't hear
Mm,
them. And then once they want to go to bed, they put them outside, and now everybody else gets fucked,
yeah, no,
which is
that's no,
bullshit.
that's so rude.
That's so rude. Exactly. And it's older people, and like they expect you to not say nothing about it, and it's like even if you do, they're not going to do anything about it anyway. So you know,
Yeah,
it just gets to a point where
they're
it's
gonna.
like deal with it. To me, what that is it's toothless ass people. It's people
Yeah,
that have no give a fuck of anybody else, and like I don't understand how a person could be like that. I could never,
yeah.
I could never have a dog and go put that dog out at night and let that dog bark all night long, knowing it's keeping my neighbors up. I literally could not do that.
Yeah, my neighbor's got a big, uh, what is it? A Rottweiler, and you can hear it scratching at the door when I'm
Uh
walking
huh.
up to my,
Sure.
just like ripping the door up. Like what are they? Are you even saying anything to it?
Probably not.
Are they
I
even
bet you.
telling it to stop?
I bet you if you probably if they did, it wouldn't anyways. And
Yeah.
then I bet you if you went and looked in there, if you've ever been in their house, I bet you their house is destroyed because of it.
Oh, I guarantee it. You can. It sounds like Cujo on the other side of
Yep.
the door.
Mhm. A lot. It's very common, dude. Very, very, very common. And like, you know, and I get it. You know, I get it. I love my dogs. I did. But I'll tell you this: there's a lot of people. They get they get animals they shouldn't have. They keep
Yes.
them, and they kind of get uh, what's the word? They're they just let the animal do whatever. And it's almost like some, parents that have really bad kids that don't won't discipline their kids whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
They treat them animals like they do kids. And basically those animals run the house. They destroy everything. They're terribly misbehaved. And those people should never have an animal to start with, but yet they'll have 10. It's
Yeah.
super common down here. Super common.
Man.
Like I had when when we bought uh when we bought this the place we used to live years ago. Um, there's a lot of pit bulls, a lot of pit bull owners down here. There's a lot of good pit bull owners down here. A lot of good pit
Hmm.
bulls, but there's also fuckheads that during the day would just let their pit bulls out, just let them out, and it's crazy shit, man. You know, like my kids' school was close, so my kids would walk to school. It was very close. You could literally step out and watch them walk all the way to the school. Well, there was a couple pit bulls that people would just randomly let out, and some of those pit bulls were quite aggressive, so that had to stop. And I'll tell you some crazy shit that happened. Like, yeah, it got to where I wouldn't even let my kids go outside because of them damn pit bulls. And about 3 months later, one of the little kids in the neighborhood who kind of become like a hell, he stayed at my house more than he stayed at his. You know, he's best friends with my son and daughter, and they become really, really super close friends. Well, he was on his street and probably walking over to our house actually, and one of this black and white fucking pit bull. In fact, the one that made me not the dog that made me say my kids can't walk to school anymore is the dog that
Hmm.
did this. Basically, that dog attacked him and absolutely fucked him up.
That's
Fucked him up.
crazy.
Like tore the whole uh the back, the back muscle on your arm, under your bicep. I don't know
Oh
what that's
wow.
called. Literally ripped that all completely out. Like the kid had it. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. Just thank God there were people home that heard that, started hearing it and run out, and that dog probably would have killed him.
Hmm. Oh,
And
definitely
guess
would
what?
have.
Oh, 100%. And you want to know what's crazy?
Hmm.
That dog right now, still out there. I guarantee you, if you went over during the day, that dog's out running around still to this day.
That's insane.
Hmm.
No, I should be instantly
The dog should be put down. But see, here's the
put down
thing:
instantly.
if the dog owners carry extra homeowners insurance,
Really?
or that yes, you can buy extra insurance. Like even though that dog was marked as a vicious dog and it should be put down, if the
Hmm.
owners carry an extra level of insurance, you can't. The courts can't force them to put the dog down,
Wow.
which is bullshit.
So
And I
the dog can
guarantee you,
literally kill somebody.
yep. And you couldn't force that dog to be put down.
That's crazy.
Fucking insane, dude. And I guarantee, I bet money if you went over now you might not see him. If you went over one day, you might not see him. But if you went over there for a week solid, I guarantee you will see that dog out running around that neighborhood. Exactly,
That's
Aiden. No
nuts.
bad dogs, just bad owners. And there's a lot of them down here. Exactly. Just feeding an animal isn't taking care of it. Just, being nice. Hey, come here, you pet your dog. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Now here, go out and do whatever you want to do.
Hmm.
And, like, that's how a lot of people are down here. And I mean, hell, my cousin literally got his face chewed off by two dogs. And when I say that, I mean, I'm being literal. The kid went through like 40 surgeries because of fucking abusive owners. And those two dogs got out and they just absolutely destroyed him when he was like 8 years old. Totally chewed his face off.
That's
Like,
crazy.
craziest shit in the world, man.
That's my stepdad got bit in the face by a dog when he was a kid.
Hmm.
He was
I
supposed to
have
be
been
like
to.
this nice dog, and I
Yep.
guess he got right in his face and bit like half his nose off.
Yep. See, and the thing is, it can be a perfectly like the dog. Prime example: the dog that bit me in the face when I was little. That was our dog, and he was a good dog. But at that moment, he wasn't a good dog, and he sucked it to me. Fucked me up pretty bad. Thank God it didn't blind me.
Yeah.
You
See, I
know,
got a
but
little Chihuahua, and she's mean. Like if
hell
you
yeah,
get
they're
up in her
mean.
face, you get up in her face, she'll bite you. And I'm afraid
You're
my
damn
son's
right.
gonna get bit one day by her.
Hmm. I
You know, he
had
don't know. He just wants to hug on her, and
exactly. I had a Pomeranian, and that's is a beautiful black Pomeranian. I paid like $2,000 dog, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dog, and that dog absolutely adored me. All it wanted to do was be with me, and my kids coming in, well, they want to be by their dad too, and that dog was extremely protective of me.
mm-hmm.
And my kid come and jumped on the couch, and when he did, sucked it, bit him right in the face.
Wow.
Eh, Like dog had to go. Dog was just protecting me. I mean,
Right.
I wasn't mad at the dog, but that's just a dog that can't be around children.
Yeah, I was a child, and I had a same kind of dog, Pomeranian,
Uh,
and it bit one of my friends when they were wrestling and attacked him.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
and, we had to get rid
Pom's
of it
mean,
too.
man.
Oh, they are mean
You
because
damn right. They're aggressive.
if they're not like raised with you,
Hmm.
oh, they're mean.
Those little dogs, like those little dogs, little dog, big attitude. That's a fact.
Yeah,
I've had a couple Poms, and every one of them. I've never had a Pom that it is normal. You either have a Pom, and this is out of every one of them I've ever had. You either have a Pom that is incredibly protective,
hmm
or you have one that is look at me, everybody come pet me. I'm the sweetest, nicest dog ever, and all they want to do is like they just want people to like love them. Strangers on the street, it doesn't matter. They want
yeah.
attention. You either have that or you have them that are mean as fuck. No in betweens.
I got a nicer mirror polish off these stones than I have. This is yeah, these is real nice. These are nice. These are really nice stones. Hmm.
That 1K HK brand 1K vitrified stone, it does leave a really pretty finish.
This is a 3K on the expert diamond, and it's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that 3K is polishing like crazy.
There actually is nicer than my like my 11,000 alpha stone.
I got to put this cat outside. Hold on, she's driving me fucking crazy.
It's this tip right here though. That's the little issue. I'll get on the next one.
That cat's driving me fucking crazy. But
Chihuahuas are demons. Yes, they are. They are
yeah, they're demons,
demons.
dude.
They are
My daughter,
demons. Mine is a demon.
my daughter's friend. Uh, that's how she makes her living. Is
Chihuahua selling chihuahuas.
breed. Yeah, she's got some like papered chihuahuas, and she breeds them.
Oh
And I mean,
wow.
she's a really good dog owner. She does right. All her. She's not a puppy mill or anything. Like she does it right, and she breeds Dachshunds, and so I think they're called like Applehead
Hmm. Never
Chihuahuas or
heard of
something
it.
like that. A little Applehead Chihuahua, I think's the name. Something like that. It's a little teeny little Chihuahuas, and the ones that are like shaky and like they pee all over
Yeah.
the place because they're scared.
Yeah.
Those
Yep.
like the
Okay.
the Cheech and Chong dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sells them, and yeah, you have, again, like the Pomeranians, you have they're either scared of everything or
Yeah, my dog
mean
just
as fuck.
shakes all the time,
Yeah, exactly. Is it mean or
constantly
nice?
shaking. It's mean. It's not mean unless you get in his face.
Mm,
But like, oh, it's like if my son gets in his face, it wants to attack him.
yeah.
But
But how is it
if
with
I
like
do it,
strangers?
oh, she'll be nice with
Oh, okay.
strangers.
Okay.
It's just like a little kid. I think she gets scared like the unknown,
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
like because she doesn't know if he's gonna like she's gonna if he's gonna mess with her or
Yeah, yeah. So she's only aggressive if he's like interface pushing on her, fucking with her,
yeah,
right?
yep.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Now I'm
So that's
talking
why I'm
about the
scared.
ones
Like
that'll
when
just
he's gonna
bite your
like,
ass.
oh it was no, she's nice like in a way, but she'll have her little moments.
Yeah, I mean they have personalities, man. Like, and I understand. Like, the dogs that don't like the little kids grabbing and groping on them all the time. Like little 2 year olds and will nip at
Yeah,
them and stuff. I mean, I understand that, but it's so dangerous to have a dog, even a small dog. If it ever shows you that it will bite you or anybody in your house, even little nips,
yeah.
it's such a risk to keep that dog. My dad had a rule. It's what he grew up with, and it was, if a dog will bite its owner, even nip. Now, I mean, if you were hurting it, that's different.
Hmm.
But if a dog will ever show aggression towards its owner for no reason, that's a bad dog. Like, that's a dog that you should not have.
Yeah,
That's a dog that will hurt you. Yeah, he's not. He wasn't wrong with it. He wasn't wrong with it.
it's just typical Chihuahua behavior needs adult supervision.
They are cool ass little dogs too. And, like them ones she breeds. That she'll bring them over here sometimes when she comes over and hanging out with my daughter, and they're cool ass little dogs. But they're snippety little bastards too.
Yeah,
Hey, what's up, David? Yeah, they are like they're snippety little bastards. Some of them, most of them she got, like they're just kind of scared and shake and whatever. But there's a couple of them. These like her dogs, not ones that she sells, but these are her breeder dogs. And she had a couple of them, and that little motherfucker will run over and just bite you. You don't got to be doing nothing. Like, it just bites you.
it's like people with evil cats too. They just
Yeah,
have
hell yeah.
either
Just
they're
attack you
nice
for
or
no
they just
reason.
attack you for no reason. Yep.
Uh-huh. I had a cat. It's my favorite cat I've ever had. Like, I loved it. I loved this cat to death. And yeah, this is many, many years ago. But she was a Maine Coon, and big cat, beautiful.
Yeah.
And like, me and that cat had a very special bond. Like, and it almost become like that cat looked at me as like her husband. I know it's weird. I know that sounds weird, but it's like that cat looked at me as her husband. And I'm not kidding. That cat hated my wife. My wife, like, well, fiance at the time, like, she would come sit down next to me, and that cat would get in between us and not allow her to be close to me. That cat might jump up in my fiance's lap, like, "Oh, pet me," and then my wife go to touch her, and she suck it to her. Like, you know, that cat literally did not like my wife being close to me. It was the weirdest fucking thing. I thought it was funny at the time. Like, she almost had to ask that cat, "Hey, can I sit next to him, or are you going to attack me?" I think we lost Mr. Aiden. Phone battery died, possibly. Yeah. Oh, 100%, dude. My Maine Coon, she was probably 22 pounds. She was big. I mean, yeah, I figured it was phone died. But I mean, yeah, mini bobcat, exactly. Like her paws, you could put her paw in like in the palm of your hand, dude. Her paw was like that big, like just big cats and pretty. Oh my God, she was pretty. But yeah, it it really tore me up when that cat passed away. Like I I had a very close bond with that cat. That was my baby. I really loved that cat. And the thing is, like, we went and because it really tore me up when she passed. So my wife, of course, after some grieving time went by, and my wife was trying to make me happy because I was seriously depressed about that cat, and so she went and bought me another Maine Coon. Paid a lot of money for it, and well, first she got me a Maine Coon kitten, and I don't know, me and them just didn't bond like that, and then she went and bought me a Maine Coon, and this cat was a fucking devil. Like, yeah, that was the meanest cat I've ever seen. That cat dug chunks of meat out of me. That was a dangerous cat. Um, but I just, after a while, I realized I'm never going to get another cat that is like that cat was. I think my earpod just died. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, put one in the chat, please. My earphone died. Or just say you can hear me, whatever. Chat, can you guys hear me? Yeah, I can find out if they can hear me. Can you hear? Yeah, okay, it's working. I rescued a feral stray and it wouldn't let anywhere near her until she had kittens. You know, when I've noticed, like, this cat here now, it's the weirdest thing when, like, she's having kittens now and they become like super affectionate. Like, that's why she's meowing because she wants in my lap or up here on the table with me. So it must be like that feral when she had kittens, like it's probably some type of hormonal change they go through and they just become very like affectionate and loving when they first have those kittens or when they're fixing to have the kittens. I'll tell you, Aiden, the more I use these HK vitrified stones, I like them, man. These are some good stones. I've got a couple videos actually that's uploaded that'll be dropping here over the next week that are on these stones. Like they are shockingly good. Especially that 1K. That 1K I really like. That is a very, very nice performing stone. And this 3K is really good too. It leaves such a nice finish. The 400, it's solid. It cuts fast. Like these are great stones. Only thing is, I wish they didn't. I wish they held water better. Like that's the only problem with them is you have to add water too much. I sent out a few to Friday. Just wish they kept making them. Kept making what? I sent out a few to Fry. Just wish he kept making them. Are you talking about these? Kept making what? Probably Aiden. Yeah, I got you, brother. Don't worry about it. It's okay, Aiden. You're good. If you want to pop back in, if you can. If not, that's cool too. It's up to you, brother. Friend. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So you can't get these anymore. They don't make them, or HK Knife Works is not a thing anymore. I haven't looked them up in like quite a while. Maybe a year and a half ago, I was thinking about buying some, and I didn't, and I just haven't looked them up ever since then. But they are really solid stones. Like they're good performers. This 3K refines really nicely, and it leaves a surprising amount of bite. The OEM are two companies. Interesting. You know, they feel very different. So they're made by two different OEMs, huh? That makes sense. Because they do feel the 1K and 3K feel very different, not just grit. The binder feels different, or the bonding feels different. What's up, Groundhog? How you doing, brother? Hey, man, you never replied to my email. You did get your giveaway, didn't you? You received your giveaway package and everything, right? I emailed everybody after to make sure that they got their giveaway, but you never replied to me. Just wanted to make sure everybody got their stuff. Yes, he gets them made in big blocks. That makes sense. Yeah, it's probably definitely the cheapest way to do it would be to do the cutting to size yourself. That would also that would also help with the shrinkage issues if you were trying to do them two sides. Ow, I just stabbed myself with that knife, damn it. That's a cat claw sticky cat too. That is one sticky boy. Pokey beast. But that 3K does leave a really, really nice finish. And you have a lot of bite for a 3K stone. A lot. Here we have just some micro pore tape and some 5 micron diamond on it. Excellent edge. Beautiful, beautiful edge. Nice and sticky, but yet lots of bite. Fantastic edge. Those are some those are some really good performing stones. They have really nice feel. The stone talks to you, tells you what you need to know. If you're on bevel, I mean, if you're on your angle, it'll tell you. If you're not, it'll tell you. They're good. I wonder, offers blessing us. Could it be to the? I wonder if FAK offers. Dude, if the offers, dude, if FSK, oh yeah, tell me about it. A 10 millimeter thick of abrasive on FSK, you would be well over $1,000. And I mean, think about it. You really don't need it. You could, with the normal abrasive layer thickness that's on FSK, you're not sharpening that out in a lifetime. My daughter, she's gonna be fussing at me here. But yeah, like I mean, 10 millimeters thick on like FSK, it would like that would be a stone that would last 10 generations, literally, of people that made a living sharpening, and it would last multiple generations. Like if you had 5 generations of professional sharpeners, those FSKs, like they last forever. As many knives as I've sharpened on mine, I can measure them with calipers, and there is no, they're the same thickness as they was when I got them. The 400 is like a 2/10 of a millimeter or a tenth of a millimeter less, and I've used that stone an insane amount. Um, yeah, you could sharpen the world's knives exactly, like you literally could. You could frickin' you could work for Hinkles and sharpen every knife they produce for the next 10, 20 years. I'm so excited, dude, about all the new the stuff that's going to be coming out this within the next year, 6 months to a year. We're gonna have we're gonna have so many new like super vitrified like stones coming out. It's insane. You're gonna have a bunch. There's gonna be multiple manufacturers bringing them to market. We're gonna have some really cool stuff. And also, I guess I misread that. So with the HK, so there's two OEMs, one OEM the 400, and then another a different OEM did the 1 and 3. So then in that case, are the 1 and 3 different? Are they a different bond? Because the 1 and 3 feel very different. Like the vitrified bond between the two feels very different. Like the 1 and 3K are shockingly different in how they feel and the way they cut as well. If nobody told me, I would have assumed those were different manufacturers, or at least a totally different bond. Oh, I see. I wonder if FSK offers blends. Yes, the 400 and 400 are the same OEM. Okay, okay. So the 1 and 3K are made by different OEMs then? Am I getting that right? Hell, I mean, they should absolutely sell the blends. That would be stupid for them not to. I would happily buy blends from them. What's up, Lips? I see you too, brother. It's going well, man. It's going well. I hope you're doing well too, buddy. We're just kind of bullshitting right now. I did a Aiden or Aaron had joined me on this live, so his phone died, so I'm just kind of chatting with you guys now. And thinking about sharpening up one of my Bella songs. Dude, I'm gonna tell you this. You got more balls than me because one thing I will not do is play with a sharpened Valley song. I have been cut too many times. I'm not good at it, and every time I try, I get sliced open really good. So I cut the edge off. The 1 and 3K are the same OEM. Maybe he did different concentrations. Maybe it's just the way it feels like two different surfaces. I guess the bonding itself to me feels different between the stones. But yeah, it could very well be just different concentrations making it feel that way. The Z12 Ultra, even at high polish, is sticky. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to play with that. Like, I'm gonna get a couple bars of it, and I'm gonna make a couple little test knives out of it. Like with what I've read about it, and basically, some people saying it's a little higher performance version of 10D, basically, like 10D, but a little higher performance. If that's the case, that could literally be my single favorite steel. I'll sub to you, brother. Let me see. Go to channel. I sub to you, brother. What's up, Evil Twin? Yeah, one feels like typical ceramic. Exactly. That's a perfect way to say it. It feels One feels like a typical ceramic. One feels very velvety. That's exactly. That's why I assume they were either different companies made them or that the bonding is different. Like possibly a different ceramic makeup. It's going good, brother. Everything's well over here. Hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you good. Man, I just realized what your name meant. Evil Twin RC51. RC51 is in the V Twin sports bike. RC51, absolute fantastic sports bike back in the day. That's it. I don't know why I just put it together just then. I mean, I've seen you many times. For some reason, just then when I looked at it, the twin part, he's got to be talking about that V twin or the V twin. Gotta love that linear power curve of that V twin. Yeah, I rode one probably about 4 years. That's one I wish I would have never got rid of. Yeah, it very well could be that. Yeah, it could also be that the smaller diamond, particles just allowing everything to be a little more tight, making it feel. Yeah, I think mine was about 2 years old when I picked it up. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun on track with that bike. Tons of torque. It wasn't the quickest bike I had rode at the time, but just that nice linear throttle made it such a made it so good on track. Have I ever tried a ballad song? Yes. And I've tried live edge and I've cut the shit out of myself many times. Its cutting speed, while not on par with FSK, makes great trainer. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Those are great trainer stones, for somebody that's looking to jump up to FSK. Oh, it was fast. It was fast. Yeah, no, I mean, it's plenty fast bike. It was a very easy to ride bike. Or let me rephrase that. It was a very easy to ride fast, especially if you were tracking it. Them high strung inline, leader class inline fours, very different riding experience. Went from it to a Ducati 996. That's what I had traded it for. Then from the 996 to the 998, then from the 998 to the 1099R. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Like my pointer finger seemed like the one that got munched consistently. I've had some pretty gnarly cuts from when I was playing around with them. And finally, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. If I'm going to flip a valley, it can be a live edge, that's fine, but I'll cut the edge off. I don't want a trainer, but I'll just cut the edge off, and you know, then it can't hurt me too bad. Oh, I got you. They were a fun track bike, man. They really was. It was a lot of fun actually. Possibly besides besides for the 996, I'd say that was my favorite track bike was the RC51. That that torquey, just that torquey engine pretty much at any RP in anywhere in the RPM range, you just got plenty of torque, and it made it and that was much like the 996. You know, you had torque anywhere versus them high strung leader class inline fours that are very rev dependent and just a very different riding experience. They're not as fun. Yeah, they have a lot more power, they're much faster, but in a lot of cases, you would turn faster laps on the, like on the 996 or the RC51, you would turn faster lap times because they were easier to ride fast. And they allowed you to use more of that engine's output than the leader class inline fours that had more power, but you couldn't use the powers efficiently. Exactly, and they sound so good too. I will say that RC51 sounded a lot better than my 996. 996 sounds good when you're up there higher in the rev range, but that deep throaty rumble of the RC51 was great. Exactly, Aiden. But learn quick. Yeah, exactly, dude. Same here. Like, except I didn't learn quickly. I was an idiot and cut the fire out of myself like many times before I was like, fuck this. V twins almost felt like traction. Yeah, oh, 100%. 100%. That you had that nice linear throttle feel and yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's like traction control. Now, I will say, when I went to the 1099R, that thing was a fucking beast. Excuse my language, but that thing had, that thing, it had, it had the top end horsepower to really like compete with the inline fours, leader class four cylinders, and it had bacoodles of torque. You better be on your game when you were riding that thing on track, or when you were riding hard on the street. It would get away from you. And nowadays, like, I don't ride anymore, but nowadays when you're looking at like the V4R making what, over 200 horsepower and a 400 390 pound dry weight bike, good God, I can't imagine what that thing is like to ride. Yeah, I'm glad. But yeah, the new, your leader class bikes of today, like, honestly, I can't even imagine what they're like. I rode some very, very fast bikes. The leader class stuff of the day today is absolutely nuts. Reliable and easy to work on. Hard to find. Yeah, for sure, man. I really wish I still had my 996. If I did, I'd still ride. I'll tell you what, around here, it's almost a week. Every weekend occurrence, we lose one or two. I see it on the Facebook groups all the time. Literally every weekend. We lost one last Saturday night pulling out of a restaurant not too far from where I live, and fucked up. Killed him on the spot, right in front of the ice cream place that I take my kids to all the time. Yeah, I appreciate it, Flips. I'll check out your video, man. I'll go leave you some comments and likes to boost you up in the algorithm a little bit. But yeah, I tell you that right wrist gets a turning that right wrist gets a whole bunch of them killed nowadays. But they, I mean, what do you expect when you can go buy a $12,000, off the showroom floor, spend 12 grand, and you got 185, 190 horsepower liter bike you know, that's just insane. You know, j- two stroke, your little two stroke 250s are fun as shit. Super light. You got to use every bit of it, what that engine could make just out riding it around on going up to the grocery store. And you got to use every bit of the power that thing made. And it's fun. The little light bikes, they handle so good. Yeah, I agree. They're way funner than the leader stuff. If people on the road wasn't so damn crazy today, I wouldn't mind having me like a Grom. Yeah, exactly. I've never rode an e-bike, but I'll tell you what, there's some badass, crazy powerful e-bikes coming out now. Like for what 3, 4 grand, you can buy some pretty gnarly, powerful e-bikes. Like hell, like yeah, I don't know that one. It's a dirt bike called the Stark Barg. I don't know if you've seen that. I bet you that thing is a freaking monster. I agree. On the little bikes, you can actually use the power all the time. On the big bikes, you really can't. And when you do, you get yourself in trouble. My issue is I missed the motor. Yeah, yeah, I get it. That would have to be a strange sensation, especially with all the torque that those brushless bikes have. Having that level of torque and acceleration, but with no noise. That would be odd. Yeah, instant torque. I mean, your these censored brushless motors. They literally have max torque at 0 RPMs. You have just endless torque. You're running like 70. They're probably running like 72 volt packs. You know, and I'm sure the electronics can handle it. You probably could bump that up, with another cell pack in series, and take it up, another 12 volts or so, and you would have stupid power. Yeah, exactly. Wind noise and see, like even with my car when it, because it's a hybrid, when it kicks over into, electric mode, it's strange. Like it, so now they gotta look down at the dash, like, because you're driving, and then all of a sudden it's like, did my car cut off on? What the fuck? You look down and it's in electric mode. It's supposed to do that, but it's odd. All right, guys, I don't want to lose y'all. I'm gonna talk to Rockin' Knives tonight, or I'll text him tomorrow. I think he wanted to do because he was gonna do a live with me last weekend, but he couldn't. So we talked about this weekend, but we never confirmed. I think we're gonna do a live tomorrow night. I'll let you guys know if we're gonna. But we probably will. And even if he don't, I probably will hop back on live just to talk with you guys, anyways. I drive people for a living, and driving Teslas is weird. I've never been in one. I've never been in a Tesla, and I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to get in one of like drive one of those plaids and just do a couple launch controls and just feel how hard they pull. I've been in some drove some very fast cars, but like watching those stripped out plaids, that pull, you know, just a stock plaid, not even on slicks or anything, and they strip out the interior and they're running like 8-second quarter miles. That's fucking insane for a production car that you drive to the track and now you're running an 8-second quarter mile. I mean, it's a stripped out car. They've lightened it the best as most they can, but still, like that's just insane to me. So you're probably, one off the showroom floor is probably running a 9-second quarter mile. That's insane. That is insane. I bet it does. Not to mention, you know, it's you don't have that when you shift gears and you your RPM range drop. You drop down in RPMs, and now you have to build back those RPMs to get back into the peak power curve versus just a constant pull. I bet you that's a very strange feeling. It's just like a constant level of acceleration without that doesn't stop. And now, there's all them electric like hypercars that are coming out. Like there's a couple Chinese models. If I'm not mistaken, the one that just set the I think it's a 250, 260 mile an hour car, some crazy shit like that. And it's like it's a full on hypercar, and you can buy it for like $150,000, and it's 0 to 100 miles an hour in like 2 seconds. Some like ludicrous performance. I can't even. That's just the thought of what 0 to 100 in 2 seconds would feel like. That's insane. That would be the first time you did a pull like that. I bet it scares the shit out of you. Like total sensory overload. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here because my daughter keeps waving at me. She wants to talk to me. So it was fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Yeah, relentless acceleration, exactly. But I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably hop on live with Rockin' Knives, and like I said, even if he don't hop on, I'll probably get on for hang out with you guys for an hour. But I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Y'all have a good night. Hell, my phone was at 3%, so I was fixing to cut out on y'all anyways. Later, guys.